What's up, observers? You're tuned into the OBSERV Network. I'm your host, Javon Ingram, and today I wanted to discuss with you the 6 top reasons why small businesses fail. The 6 top reasons that small businesses fail. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, 29% of small businesses that start will close within the first 2 years. 49% will close within 5 years. 69% won't make it to the 10-year mark, and only 25% of all businesses that start make it to the 15-year mark. Now, I'm not saying that to be negative, but we have to know the numbers. You know I'm a numbers guy. We got to pay attention. This is OBSERV. Let's go. So the number one reason, the first reason on my list why small businesses fail is lack of investigation in the market that they're trying to get into. They hear about it from other people, how successful they are, or how much money can be made. But in the market that you are in your current position, is it profitable for you? Have you done enough investigation into this market to know if it's the business for you? I can give you an example, like Airbnb. A lot of people are making money from Airbnb hand over fist, and there's a large percentage that's not making anything, because the ones that are not making money usually are the ones that did not do their due diligence. They did not do enough research, because the Airbnb business is based on what you paying for the property, the property's location, saturation. Is there too many people in that area that are also offering Airbnb services? And the nightly rate, how much can you charge based on what your competition is charging? Just because your house is slightly nicer doesn't mean you're going to make more money or you can charge more. So knowing these statistics and data can help you determine whether you should get into the business or you can use what you already have in that business as an example. So investigating the market is pivotal, because it's much harder to go somewhere and have to establish the need than to go where the need is already there. So when you start these types of businesses, you have to make sure people need what you're offering. You are offering not only a product, but a solution, that you paid attention to the market. You know, I'm going to use Airbnb as an example again. You know how many Airbnbs are in your area. You know what they're selling for. You know why they're not selling. You know how many are occupied at certain times of the month. And when you look at the numbers, like, hey, my rent and my utilities and all these things that I have to pay, the mortgage on this place is X amount of dollars, but it looks like there's 200 Airbnbs in my area that stay occupied only 29% of the time. Now, if I'm only charging $150 a night and only 29% of the month I'm booked, or that's the average, is it financially worth it? So investigation is one of the biggest things that I can tell you about starting any business, even businesses online. Investigate, know your data, know your analytics. A lot of these things are available online. So that's your number one reason why most people fail before they even get started: lack of investigation. You don't know enough about the market itself. You might be able to cook the food. You might know everything about your craft, whatever it is. But if you don't know the business, you don't know the terrain in which you are selling, you're doomed to fail. The number 2 reason why small businesses fail is not having a plan. I think it was Benjamin Franklin who said it best. If you don't have a plan, then you plan to fail. You must have a business plan. I talked to so many small business owners, and they started with a plan in their head, including myself. And it causes so much problems because you don't have it written down. A business plan is so important to the success of a small business, especially when it's starting. Everything makes sense in your head, but when you start putting it on paper and looking at the numbers, you know exactly how much you need to start the business. You know who you're sending it to. You know why you're doing it. You know in the area. You get to map everything out and see the whole picture when you have a business plan. Now, you don't get stuck to the business plan. You have to alter it as time goes by, as the market changes, as your finances change. But it gives you a good starting map on how much you need to spend, how many employees you need to have, what kind of manufacturers for your product, who's going to work on this, what's going to happen here. You need a road map, or you're just going to be wandering around. I guarantee you most businesses that fail did not stick to the business plan, or they didn't have one at all. And for my small business people, that is a nightmare. You are setting yourself up for failure. You must have a business plan to have a business direction. If you don't have a business direction, your business will wander around and die in the desert. That's my number 2. Number three reason why small businesses fail is lack of financing, lack of capital. If you don't have the money to go to war, you can't go to war. This is why throughout history they always went to banks to fund wars. You have to have the capital to build. This is why number 2 is so important, because when you get everything on paper and realize how much it's going to cost you to grow your business, to start your business, to push your business forward, you might say, wait, I need to secure financing. Wait, I need to save up some more money before I step out there. Wait, I need to keep my day job until I get this to a certain point. That's another reason why number 2 is so important, your business plan. But if you don't have the finances to start a business, it'll be very hard for you. It might be a great idea, it might be in a great location, but if you are scrounging around for money constantly, your business will be malnourished and it will not grow properly. And it'll cause you a lot more problems later on the line because you cut so many corners due to financing. And I did it myself, guys. You gotta have the capital. Whether you save the capital, whether you borrow, whether you do, GoFundMe, whatever it is that you're gonna do, you need to have money to start a business. I know people tell you can start a business with as little as $500. It is very well possible, but if you are looking to scale and grow and push past, you need to have more than $500. I assure you, you need more than $500 to start a business and to do it successfully. To get your articles of incorporation alone is over $150. So there's no way that you're starting your business properly with $500. You have to be realistic. That's my number 3. My number four is bad location, bad internet presence, and bad marketing. Those are all on my number 4 list, grouped together because they're all the same. Location, presence, location, and presence. If you're a brick and mortar place and you don't have any corroborating foot traffic, you don't have the right marketing or an internet presence, there's so many people that have brick and mortar that don't have a strong internet presence. We are in the Amazon buy online era. Even if you're a brick and mortar and people can walk into your store and pick up, you must have an online presence. You must have, for every business, I don't even care if you're a lawyer at this point, you have to have a purchase online option. It's the way that people are psychologically trained to buy. You have to have an online presence, a strong online presence, and a buying option, something that they can purchase online. It's the way the market is going for brick and mortar and online services. You also need to know your demographic. You need to know who's in your area, who you're marketing to, and how to reach them effectively. whether it's collaborating with other businesses, choosing a location that has other foot traffic from other large businesses that require a lot of foot traffic, like a Walmart or a CVS or something that you can connect with and feed off of some of their traffic. Location, 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 location. And online presence is so important. The quality of your website is so important. 56% of people shop on mobile applications. Your website has to be mobile and mobile friendly, or you will lose 56% of possible sales from customers. Your website, 79% of people says if your website does not look up to par, they will not buy from you. Whether you're an online store or a brick and mortar, they will not buy from you. So investing your money properly will save you so much heartache and disappointment when you're not getting the customers that you need. Online stores, you got to keep your online presence. And marketing is so important. You have to target your marketing to your customer at the right time. You should not be spending millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars or thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars to market in the winter to Canadians. Summer gig. No, it doesn't make sense. That's the off season, unless you have a sale. You don't target all your money there. You target it to who needs your stuff now, because online shopping is an impulse art. Literally an impulse art. You need people to latch on. $270 billion online is left in shopping carts on websites. $270 billion are left in the carts on websites. So if you can retain your customer, if you can email market, if you can target them and stay in the forefront of their minds, you can make a killing. But if you miss target, you're shooting the wrong darts. You're fishing in the wrong pond. People don't understand what they're buying from you or what you're offering or the value of what you're offering. You're destined to fail. That's number 5. The 5th biggest reason why small businesses fail is being too rigid. In this business, in any business, you cannot be too rigid. It's very important for you to balance out what you are doing with what is happening in society and what's happening in the marketing and advertising landscape. You have to be flexible and able to adapt. If it worked for so-and-so 2 years ago, it's not working today. You have to be constantly refreshing, retooling, and reanalyzing your market and being able to adapt at the drop of a hat. Adaptability is one of the biggest things that you'll need to survive in business. And to be able to capitalize, you have to be able to be adaptable. So, my number 5, being too rigid. Like Bruce Lee said, be like water, my friends. 5. Number 6. The number 6 spot belongs to expansion. Now, everybody says expansion is so wonderful, and I do too. I love to expand and add new products, add new services, step into new arenas. But expanding too fast can destroy the profitability in your business. Again, expanding too fast can destroy the profitability in your business. You do one thing well and starting to flourish. Instead of watering it and nurturing it even more before you expand, you jump into this. You jump into that. You jump into this. And all of a sudden, what was flourishing is starting to diminish because you're splitting your resources too thin. You don't know the terrain of those other small things that you started. They don't synergize with what is flourishing in your business. And then you're just out of luck. all of a sudden, these small things that you put out there, these other expansive things, are now feeding off of your growing business, but it's not contributing anything. So be very careful about spreading yourself too thin and expanding too quickly. Take your time. Capitalize on events and things that are happening that you can move forward in. But be cautious and be wise and always nurture your baby. This is OBSERV Network with the 6 things that make small businesses fail. This is Javon Ingram. I'm out.